Actors usually stick to standards and follow the script and directions, but Jenna Ortega revealed that she didn't do that on the set of Wednesday. According to her, she went off track and became stubborn and unprofessional because some things didn't make sense to her, and she wouldn't let that define the character she played in the show. When filming started for season 1, Jenna discovered that some lines given to Wednesday just didn't make sense for her character, as people would get tired of the inconsistency. While speaking on the Armchair Expert podcast, the actress said,
"Everything that she does, everything that I had to play, did not make sense for her character at all. Her being in a love triangle made no sense."
So, Jenna is criticizing why Wednesday had to be in a love triangle with Tyler and Xavier, as she didn't like the pattern for a mysterious teenager like Wednesday. And Jenna's intervention must have been why the love triangle didn't later continue in the show. Jenna didn't shy away from talking about another line that didn't match with Wednesday's character in the podcast.
There was a line about like a dress that she has to wear for a school dance, and she said, "Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I literally hate myself." And I had to go, no.
And Jenna had many other issues with the lines in the script, so she had to sit the writers down to start making big adjustments to it. However, Jenna wasn't being stubborn or trying to make things go her way while changing something she didn't like. The actress mentioned that she did all of that because she was trying to protect Wednesday. According to Jenna, the show has a dark plot, but it lacked some emotional arc. And for a show about a teenage girl, that wouldn't do Wednesday any justice, as many viewers could end up hating her, and that's why she wanted to prevent that from happening. The fight to protect Wednesday wasn't easy for Jenna, as she said she wasn't afraid to use her voice, but the actress became exhausted at some point because many things tried to put Wednesday backward, as she was struggling to do otherwise. However, Jenna wasn't only particular about changing the lines set up for Wednesday, but also about some of the actions that she had to perform. The interesting Wednesday's dance that trended was all Jenna's idea, because she couldn't trust anyone to direct how Wednesday should go about the dance. So she pleaded with the show's director Tim Burton not to hire a choreographer for the dance. Jenna explained how she influenced the decision on the viral dance to Jimmy Fallon when she made an appearance on the show.
Initially, they wanted a flash mob, but I thought, no, there's no way Wednesday would be cool dancing and encouraging a bunch of people. So Tim and I, the director, Tim Burton, and I talked about it a little bit, and he said, yeah, let's not do a circle, let's have it be her own thing.
The actress also added, saying she was supposed to start dancing and everyone was supposed to pick up on it and start dancing with her. And that I vetoed, because why would she be okay with that? I said either cut it or have Wednesday knock someone out and then it's done. And so Wednesday's advice was followed, and it later made the show even more popular, because if she had done the flash mob scene, it probably wouldn't have impacted the viewers, let alone become a TikTok trend. Interestingly, Jenna Ortega always felt happy and fulfilled anytime her opinion was heard and included while shooting the series, as the actress revealed that it gave her lots of confidence. Also, Jenna understands how stressful and unprofessional it is to interfere with writing and directions on a show as an actress. But now that she's become known in her career, she wants to be portrayed right and make impactful movies. And for that to happen, she just needed to interfere in the making of the show. And everyone can now see that Jenna's protection of Wednesday made the show very successful. And that's why this has probably led to a bigger achievement for the actress in Wednesday too. The way Jenna held her ground to ensure Wednesday remains an iconic character that everyone loves finally paid off, because she will be an executive producer for season 2, which is a huge step in favor of Wednesday. Jenna can now explore this character in the way she understands. Despite acting for so long, Jenna has never been challenged like she did on Wednesday. She said,
I don't think I've ever had to put my foot down on a set in a way that I had to on Wednesday.
And that means she gave the best of her performance and directions to Wednesday 1. And now, with more opportunity as an executive producer in season 2, Jenna would have more authority to ensure that the show does the right thing to maintain the gothic character and still give her a meaningful arc. Also, Wednesday's fans should expect season 2 to get darker, because that's what Jenna wants. And since she has a much bigger say now, she will make sure production tilts towards that. Before now, Jenna had complained about the directing on the set of season 1, as she revealed that Wednesday is one of the hardest series she has ever worked on. According to Jenna, one of the reasons she got tired of people messing up with Wednesday's character arc while filming the show was because there were too many directors on set who continued to confuse her. Jenna found it very stressful that they were moving from Tim to another director and back to Tim again, which was very hard. Also, this almost caused chaos behind the scenes because the numerous directors all saw Wednesday differently, and they all wanted different things for her, which would look conflicting when the footage came together. The actress also added that Tim Burton didn't want Wednesday to have any emotions at all, but to stick with her expressionless face where she didn't even have to blink. And even though she understands why that's important, Jenna said there are times that Wednesday needs to show her weakness, so not to make things look forced. Jenna also said that because Wednesday is in almost every scene, she always had to face all of these pressures, which was overwhelming. So aside from dealing with the script, Jenna also had to work on crazy schedules no matter how exhausted she felt. The actress said that she was always required to show up 2 hours before the actual filming began, and after that, every other activity on set each day took about 12 to 14 hours. And also, there's still no rest or break after the long hours on set, as Jenna reveals that she could have a Zoom meeting waiting for her or have a cello lesson to catch up with. They filmed 6 times a week, but there were times that they didn't, and when that happened, Jenna would have to get fixed up on another activity regarding the show. Jenna said, "I did not get any sleep. I pulled my hair out. There were so many FaceTime calls that my dad answered of me hysterically crying. So it was so bad on the set of Wednesday that the only way that she could cope with the pressure was to constantly complain to her parents, who were miles away from her. Amidst all of this, Jenna was sick and didn't even know it. Jenna mentioned that on the day they were supposed to film the Raven dancing scene, she woke up feeling sick with body aches and a terrible sore throat. So she had to take a COVID test before filming began. However, filming started as they kept waiting for the test results to come out, and the actress had to be taking medications in between takes till her result finally came out positive, and the COVID guidelines had to be tightened further on the set. One major thing that gave Jenna sleepless nights on the set of Wednesday was her cello lessons, because she didn't want to disappoint cello lovers or fake herself playing the musical instrument. Even though Jenna was already learning to play cello a few months before filming began, she still didn't get it exactly as she should, and time started to run out, and the only way was to get body doubles to play the cello and some of the actions that Wednesday was to perform on the set. But Jenna didn't want that. She wanted to ensure that she involved herself in every scene of the show rather than getting a helping hand to play her. Interestingly, Jenna wasn't the only one who preferred to avoid any stunt doubles in the series, as Emma Myers, who portrays Enid, also shows her positive attitude to work behind the scenes on Wednesday, as she did the major werewolf stunts all by herself. So the aggressive moves seen in Wednesday 1 when Enid wolfed out were done by Emma, as she was well trained in a werewolf boot camp. And more of this will be shown in season 2 now that her werewolf nature has come out. Wednesday is a name many people are familiar with, right from the time of the Addams Family series, and so Jenna Ortega knew this version of Wednesday has to stand out, even though many people believe they know the character. And that's why Jenna mentioned that she didn't bother taking advice from Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday before, and was also on the set with her. Jenna said, "I think when Christina Ricci was on set, neither of us said Wednesday once to each other. I don't think she wanted to get in the way of my performance and feel like she was overbearing." Jenna also added that it didn't make sense for her to take inspiration from Ricci's performance from many decades ago, as she wanted her own identity of Wednesday to be different in a way that honors them both. Instead of copying her style, which would bring comparison, Jenna made the two stand out differently while still making sense of the character. So, what do you think of what Jenna had to do behind the scenes to make Wednesday a better show? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and thanks for watching.